Hello everybody and welcome back. Today we are here for the final day of IAAPA Expo 2025. I know previously we talked about being here maybe Wednesday or Thursday. However, some stuff came up on Thursday and we weren't able to make it, but this van door is open. Hopefully they know that. I wonder if I should close it. It's one of those things that I don't really know. You know, you don't want to mess with people's stuff, but you also don't want their door to be open. We're gonna leave it, but hopefully they get a notification on their phone or something. Anyways, we weren't able to make it Thursday, so today is going to be the other day that we are here to check out the rest of the stuff, the other side of the show floor, the outdoor exhibit, and everything like that. Once again, huge shout out to IAAPA for having us out here, inviting us to come and show you guys what's going on here this year at the 2025 Expo. So before we get inside, let's roll that intro. Wow, I didn't even notice this last time. If you remember, we saw those bouncy houses inside on the show floor, but there is more out here. That's crazy. That is a lot of bouncy houses. Definitely seems a little bit less crowded today outside at least. The parking lot is still absolutely packed. We have to park across the street again, but we'll see how it looks on the inside. Wow, as we come inside here, it's pretty empty up here as well. Maybe there's a big panel going on or something. That's something that we haven't really covered or talked about, but they do also host panels and little like learning exhibits here that you can be a part of. I didn't attend any of those, but I've heard some good things about them. For today's video, we'll head down this other entrance here. I saw this the other day when I was here, but I didn't film it. So it seems like the different entrances are themed differently. So last time we saw the one from Mattel that had like a Barbie, Hot Wheels, Thomas the Train stuff. And this one is roller coaster themed. I don't know how much you guys can hear it as well, but they also have some sounds playing in the background. You can hear the coaster go by and then you enter through the snake head. Pretty cool. All right, so to start off, I think they're just gonna kind of start where we left off on the show floor. Tackle the other side of the show floor with the water park stuff. There's some arcade stuff over there. And then we'll also eventually check out the those coaster train reveals that we've been talking about, and then go outside and see what's going on out there. This is really cool. This is like it's splash pad stuff. Wow, that's a lot of stuff for a splash pad. You don't see stuff like this down in Ponca City. Wow, that's huge. That's awesome. That's like big resort level. Here's a company that makes some alpine coasters and some other zip line stuff. If you've never been on an alpine coaster before, check one out. They are so fun. There's a lot of them around Branson, Missouri, and basically there's just two little levers on the side and you use those to control your speed. So it's like a roller coaster down the side of a mountain, but you control how fast you go. It's a lot of fun. Here we got a company called Whitewater that appears to make some different like log flume style attractions. These are pretty cool. These are just little log ride vehicles, but they got quite the restraint system on them there. A bigger lap bar you find most, and a center bar. Never seen that before on a log ride. You think like, Disneyland and Disney World. One of the Splash Mountains has a lap bar, the other one doesn't. And I think that Disney World's has a lap bar and Disneyland's doesn't, if I remember correctly. But these are some cool little log ride boats. What is this here? Something called Aquaticar, underwater adventure ride. It looks like an aquatic car. Who would have guessed? But just some type of little vehicle that you can drive underwater, I guess. And that's what it seems like to me. Look at this thing. It's got some like treaded wheels on it and then two seats here. A bubble pulse gun, whatever that means. I assume something you can fire out into the water, and then your head goes up in here to keep it. Do you go all the way underwater? Let's see. How do you breathe? I guess the dome keeps air in there for you to breathe. Is that how science works? I don't know. That was never my forte. This is cool. I'd like to try one of these out sometime. Looks like they won an award. What's this say? See if you can focus on it. Oh, goodness, that was loud. Best New Product, Brass Ring Award. Not bad, second place. This thing is awesome. This would be quite the theme park attraction here. Here, let's fire one of these pulse guns to see what it does. Oh, look at that. That's so cool. Wow, it's got a lot of pressure to it, too. That's awesome. This seems to be the popular booth of the expo. To no surprise, Dippin' Dots, super soft pretzels, icy, giving out free samples. I mean, how could anybody say no? I'm going to say no just because I don't want to wait in line, but Other than that, how could anybody say no? This seems to be some sort of flight simulator type thing. They do have joysticks there, and then there's a screen up on the inside. Not virtual reality, which I like. I like that you're just enclosed in a pod here. But you are locked all the way in. Let's see what happens when he closes this. Okay, here they go. They're locked in. I did see that they had an e-stop in there, so that's always good. Wow, you're like locked in, locked in. I don't know how I feel about that. There's a screen up here on the left we can look at to see what they're up to. I just want to see how much movement it has. You can see up here they're controlling it via that joystick. Oh, here they go. They're heading up. Looks like this one across over here is synced with it as well and doing the same thing. All right, here they go. I do wish that we could see. Oh, wow, they just did a complete 180. Oh, my goodness. Now they're upside down. Oh, wow. I'm getting mission space PTSD. They're not spinning, at least. That's good. I mean, they are spinning, but not in the way that mission space spins. Wow. This could almost be a better version of mission space, in my opinion. That's crazy how much they're moving around in there. Wow. Yeah, there better be barf bags inside that thing, because I couldn't make it without that. That's nuts. Look, they're just straight up spinning around in a circle. I'm curious as to how much they're controlling. I mean, they had joysticks in there, like I said, but I don't know if this is like a pre-programmed thing that they're following, and then the joysticks are just more for fun, or if they're actually controlling it with the joysticks. I don't know. It looks like they're controlling it with the joysticks. Wow, that's insane. Here's another big play for. They have places like these throughout Orlando and a few other cities. I think like Level 1 has some of these. And I think they were actually getting one at Disney Springs, if I remember correctly. But I've never tried one of these. They do look fun, though. There's all types of different games you can play with them. You gotta have a lot of energy for stuff like that, though. Like, I'd love to try it, but could only do maybe one at a time. Here's one with a sloped floor. Look at that. Wow. Cool. Here's another thing I've seen all over TikTok is the human crane. So it's like a giant claw machine, but you don't have a claw. You are the claw. I feel like this is not that difficult. Maybe it is. I don't know. Wow, she's got a lot of aliens in there. So does somebody control it? Oh yeah, okay, so the operator controls it. And then you are just the claw. Huh. Thing here is pretty cool. I keep seeing clips of it on TikTok, and I saw it in action the other day. Doesn't look like they're letting people on right now, but this is by Zamperla, I believe. Is it? I don't know. Yes, it is. Okay. I said that, but then I had to double check. And it's a spinning ride, like a spinning swing ride, but you can move yourself up and down by flapping your arms. If you look right here, there's actually some sensors up on the top, and those things track your arms. And then if you flap your arms like a bird wing, then you go up in the air. And then if you stop, then you start to come down. And you can also see it has a wheelchair accessible one here, which is pretty cool. Not something you typically see when you're looking at theme park rides like this. So always great to see more stuff like that so everybody can ride. Looks like also a new style of spinner ride over there by Zamperla. That thing looks kind of cool too. Kind of floats you out on the sides. We'll see if we can catch this in operation later on in the day. I'm sure they'll be running it at some point. A lot of the stuff that we're getting into now over here on the left side is all arcade related. Most of it's just like prizes, which I do find kind of odd. I mean, it's one of those things where, you got to buy it somewhere, I guess, so here's where you come and buy your prizes. But don't really feel a need to go through all that. I'll walk through it, see if I find anything interesting that stands out, and if I do, of course, I'll show you. But for the most part, we'll probably skip over most of that stuff. A lot of go-karts out here as well. Haven't really talked about any on the video, I feel like, but there's been quite a few. These ones aren't the coolest I've seen, to be honest, but I do love me some indoor go-karts and outdoor. I mean, Andretti's is a lot of fun. That's the electric indoor go-karts. And then there's some fun outdoor ones too. I haven't found any around Orlando that I know of that are outdoor, at least. I think Fun Spot has some, but those are smaller, lower speed. Here's some more cool fog machines from Master FX. a little bit more simple than what you see over on the frog side. But I don't know. I love fog machines. I don't know why. They're so fun. Oh, look at this thing. Well, that's cool. I feel like it smells good too. Maybe that's just me, but I feel like it smells good. There's a full-service bar inside. Wow. Not what I expected inside the giant gingerbread house that smells like candy, but there you are. One thing that is pretty cool about this giant arcade area is that it's exactly that. It's a giant arcade, and it's all free. So like you can just play games all day if you want it, I guess. Pretty cool that they do that. I mean, obviously their point behind it is for people to try their games so they'll buy their games, but you can tell there's lots of kiddos out here just having fun. So good to see that they're letting people just have a good time and not like putting a limit on, oh, you know, one time per person or something like that. They're just letting you play however much you want. There's a lot of them too. Wow. Another aspect to this that is quite comical, to be honest, is just watching a bunch of grown men wearing suits and ties playing video games. Back there on the bike game, there was like 4 bikes, and it was just all 4 grown men in their like 40s, 50s, wearing a suit and tie racing bikes. I mean, that's a good thing. It's great. It's hilarious, though. I mean, there's all types of stuff here. And like I said, I'm pretty sure you can just play this as much as you want. That's so cool. I found a claw machine. Let's see if I'm good at it or not. The answer's no. We're going to keep doing this till I win. Why not? I was going for that thing because it seems like it'd be easiest. And then we'll just leave it here on the machine for somebody to find. Oh, nope. Still didn't. See, look, there's a little push button here on the quarter thing, and you can just push that, and then it activates it. I'm determined to get that. I'm also really bad at claw machines. I'm good at the ball ones, but not much else. See? It's rigged. I'm determined. I also feel like there's a guy back here staring at me. Probably the guy who owns this machine. We're gonna get it. I have a feeling we're not gonna get it. I'm gonna stand here and not cut this tape until this tape. I'm gonna stand here and not cut this until I get it. I feel like this is gonna go on forever. This is insane. Okay, there we go. That's a good one, right? That's a good one, right? It's not. Maybe we should go for something else. I don't know what else to go for, though. This one just seems so easy, but it's clearly not. Oh my gosh. I'm getting this. I really didn't care that much, but now I fought for so long. That's got to be it. Okay, we're going to be here forever. Wow. We're going to be here all day. That was nowhere close. Come on. Okay, I didn't even see you got up there. That might make this better. There we go. That's right on top. That's got to go in. Okay. Right over the top and straight down. There we go. See? We got it. I'm going to lose my mind. Like, it's right there. We're gonna get it. Here we go. Attempt number, I don't even know. I feel like I'm gonna be more mad if I get something else instead of this thing. It's dumb too. What is it? Is it an emoji with hair? I almost got the zebra duck thing. It's like a zebra with a duck bill. Guys, we're gonna be here till the show floor closes. Let's go for the zebra. Oh my God. I've gathered a small crowd behind me. Guys, what do we do? I've been at this for like 5 minutes. Let's go for this thing. What about the bear? Just give me something. This is riveting content, guys. I know it is. Absolutely riveting. I mean, it's obviously like set up not to give you the prize, right? Like we all know this. It's like opening the claw part way when we get to the top. But here's the thing, we're gonna get the prize. We're gonna get it. One way or another. One way or another, we're getting that duck zebra. We will get that duck zebra. If I get the duck zebra, maybe I will take it home. Oh, that was so close. Right on the head. I could toss it in. Looky there. We got the duck zebra. except it's not actually going to give it to me. But it's in there. We got the duck zebra. Did they not actually let you take it? Yeah, so they got a zip so you can't take it. But hey, we got the duck zebra. It was not worth it because I don't get to take it home. But I wasn't going to take it home anyway, so who really cares? Wow. I'm like sweating a little bit from that, I'm going to be honest. That took me out. Oh, look at this. It's a vending machine for trading cards. We're lucky there's no Lorcana in there. If there was some Lorcana, we might have problems. Aqua bananas. I think there's like a pickleball court for on the water. Huh. Pickle Net Deluxe. That's kind of cool. I mean, haven't you always wanted to play pickleball on the water? Guys, it is so hot in here. I don't know why. I just feel like it's way hotter than it was last time. And the claw machine really got me worked up. And now I'm just sweating and tired, and we still got a lot to see. I'm also going to the parks after this, so that'll wear me out even more. Last time I was here, I went from here to Epcot, no, to Magic Kingdom, and then from Magic Kingdom to Epcot, and from Epcot to Hollywood, and then back to Epcot. I put in, I think it was like 23,000 steps and just shy of 10 miles that day. I was exhausted, and we're probably going to do something close to that again. So at least thumbs up the video. Give me something out of this. Look at these trees here. These are beautiful. This would go really good in like a Christmas, well, maybe not Christmas. I don't know where they'd go. They'd go somewhere cool. But I just like them. That's all. I don't know, maybe like a park, something. That's cool. That's just like a little tabletop piece, but I love the different colors in there. Wow. I wonder how much something like that costs. There's a tag on it. Let's see. $330. In case you're curious, there's your item code. Go buy it. Oh, and if you want to add RGBW, which is red, green, blue, white lights, it's an extra 120 because, you know, why wouldn't it be included? It is cool, though. That's really cool. Look at these here. These are some of the little robot waitresses. I've never been to a restaurant or hotel that has these, but they're kind of cool. I know there's some hotels that use them for like room service and stuff because you can just send them up the elevator and have them go drop them off at the room, which is honestly, I think, probably the best use for them. I don't know how well they work in a restaurant setting. I did see one of those the other day. That little thing, it tried to eat me the other day. I saw it where it was like an on queue, I think. My mom and I were there and we stopped at the on queue. This thing's just roaming on around. That's crazy. But yeah, their on queue is using it to sweep the floor and stuff, and it was chasing me. I mean, these are essentially just big Roombas, I feel like, so it's not like it's, you know, crazy tech, but you can tell there's quite a bit of sensors on it on the front there. I assume there's the same on the other side, and they got to map out the restaurant. Here's a docking station. I wonder what that little tube thing is for. That's pretty cool, though. I don't know. I'd love to go to the restaurant that has these just to try them out and see what they're like. All right, well, I think that's about it from here on the main show floor. We've got through most of it. Like I said, we certainly did not see everything, especially on the arcade and water park side. I mean, there's dozens and dozens and dozens of booths with all types of different arcade tech and stuff, but you know, we don't need to talk about all that. I feel like here's the people who make the card readers for arcade games and stuff. It's just, there's so much. It's so cool, but you know, we don't have time to go through everything. So for now, we're gonna head back over to Intamin and B&M and Vekoma, take a more in-depth look at some of those ride vehicles and check out the one for Tormenta that you guys didn't get to see the other day. And then we're gonna head upstairs, see what's upstairs. I really don't know what else up there, but I know there's something. And then we're gonna head outside and we're gonna finish it up with the outside stuff and go from there. As we head to the other side, I do see that this thing is flying now. Let's try to get up close and get a better look at it. Looks like it just stopped. Just our luck, but I bet they'll head back up here soon. Okay, look at this here. I didn't notice it before. I believe that this was the one that the wheelchair was sitting on beforehand, but they have a seat placed in it now, which means you can actually take and put a seat on the wheelchair car if you don't need the accessibility there. Still's the platform underneath it, as you can see, but that's awesome. So you're not losing capacity by adding that wheelchair seat because you just, you know, throw a seat on it and then it's just like all the other seats. And here they go. They're flapping their wings and getting on up there. That's so cool. Huh. I mean, I've never heard of anything like this. Oh, okay, so here's another one with a wheelchair in it so you can kind of see. But that other one is another wheelchair accessible cabin, but you can see the little slots there where the chair goes, so you can put the chair in so you don't lose your ride capacity. That's really cool because that's something that I can see theme parks saying, like, oh, you know, I like the idea of the accessible car, but I don't want to do it because then I lose capacity and then our line's going to take longer, then the guests have a worse experience. But now it's the best of both worlds. You have your accessibility and you have your capacity. Passing by the Doppelmayr booth here again, and man, I can't help but dream that one day we get an expansion to our lovely Disney Skyliner. Like, put it to Animal Kingdom. It'd be perfect. Do a second story at the transfer station at Caribbean, run it over to Animal Kingdom, take it to Coronado, maybe, something like that. I don't know, that would make the prices go up at Coronado, and Coronado is such a perfect hotel. Look at these little things. That's so cool. I'm gonna take one of these. Hopefully I can. Try to focus you better. Huh. But yeah, just please give us more Skyliner. That's what we want. Okay, I had one of these little Orbits donuts the other day. They are so good. It says 1 per person. I feel like that means per day, right? I also just saw somebody take like 20 of them, so I don't feel as bad. Man, you guys are getting super out of focus. I'm sorry about that. Right there. Oh, they are so good. I'm not usually a fan of just like fried sugar donuts like that, but they are so soft. It's almost like melt in your mouth. Those are perfect. All right, here we are back at B&M, and we can take a better look at the ride vehicle for Tormenta. This is, of course, a dive coaster. I do believe this train is almost identical to Dr. Diabolical's, if not identical. They should be pretty similar. It does have those cursed vest restraints. I despise those things. And Dr. Diabolical's does have them. Pipeline Surf has them. Icebreaker used to have them, but they got rid of them. They're just so uncomfortable. I don't like them at all. But wow, look at the size of those wheels. That's absolutely nuts. But this is a beautiful ride vehicle. I love the black and red scheme, the 2 eyes on the front. That's what it's going to look like. You saw that before. So just a standard 3-row dive coaster from B&M. I'm sure it'll be a whole lot of fun. Back here at S&S, they have some of their single rail trains out here. We were looking at these when they were covered up the other day. Pretty cool design. I want to get over here to this one. Looks like the mine car. It says Arrow on the side, but there's some people leaned up against it. If not, I will just show you I'll show you the pictures that I took. Looks like Rally Rider is the name of this style here. And back at Vekoma, I know we've looked at it already the other day, but the SeaQuest ride vehicle, they did also show where they're going to put it at SeaWorld, which is one thing that I always ask when SeaWorld announces new rides. I'm like, where on earth is this going to go? How do you have this space? But I'll pop up on the screen here where it's going to go. It's actually over there kind of beside Expedition Odyssey, as you can see, but this ride vehicle is so cool. There's a look at the backside with the propellers back there. We got some music playing. They were spinning it the other day and kind of showing you some of the motion that it has, but I guess we will be there in 2026 at SeaWorld when it opens. Hopefully we'll get pass holder previews, and hopefully they'll go better than Expedition Odyssey previews went. And then last but certainly far from least, Intamin. I have to take one last look at this beautiful charger for Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift coming to Universal Hollywood. I mean, having the headlights on it, you got the engine and everything. Oh, it's so pretty, and it's so big. It's crazy. They added a do not step sign there. I wasn't there the other day, and I saw a lot of people taking photos in it, so I have to imagine that's why. But this is just such a beautiful ride car. I cannot wait to see this in action. They've been testing it over the last few days, testing the drift portion and everything, so it's going to be a great coaster. All right, in all honesty, I've been putting it off because I don't want to go out into the Florida heat. Not that it's much cooler inside. Like I said, it's kind of warm in there, but it's at least air conditioned a little bit. But here we go. This is kind of a cool little archway thing. I didn't know this was out here. Look at this. These people make popcorn buckets, and this is the Tron Ares bucket. I had to try very, very hard not to buy this thing when I saw Tron in theaters. I love this popcorn bucket. The issue is it's just not functional as a popcorn bucket, you know? Like, it's cool, but man. Got Herbie and Galactus over here as well, of course, from Fantastic Four. More things that I had to try very, very hard not to spend money on. Wow. Here's the big pirate ship out here. Just a standard theme park pirate ship, just like what you got at Frontier City and all the other theme parks around the world. And then all the inflatables out here. We're not going to go over there through all the inflatables. We just don't have time for that. And like I said, it's hot out. So we're probably going to actually head back inside here. Here's a robot goalie. Let's see how he does. Well, he completely missed the goal, so that makes the goalie's job pretty easy. Let's watch another one, see what happens. All right, here she goes. Not bad. We'll watch one more kick here, see how it goes. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. Okay, yeah, that's really about it from outside here. It's a little bit smaller than I expected, but the popcorn buckets were cool. Talked to the guy there for a little bit. He did confirm they are the people who design and make those buckets and sell them to all the theaters and stuff. So those are the people who made the Fantastic Four buckets, the Tron Ares bucket, the FNAF bucket. That guy who was back there that I was talking to is actually the guy who's in charge and who leads the design work and all that stuff. So that's pretty cool to see. Look at this thing here from Mondial Rides. I quite literally would not survive. I would just pass away right there on the ride. Called the Avalanche, it looks like. Wow. Yeah, that's not happening. Okay, I'm upstairs now, and I feel like I might have lied about there being more stuff up here. I mean, there is stuff, but I don't think it's really anything that I can go and show you guys. I think it's more just the education sessions. There's some photo pickup stuff back here, it looks like. So yeah, I think that might be about it. Well, I was walking back out, and this van door is still open. I think I'm going to close it. There we go. Problem solved. Is that the right thing to do? I hope so. I'm not closing the U-Haul though. That'll be fun. Well, with that, everybody, that's going to be it from IAAPA Expo 2025. Had an amazing time. There's so much cool stuff here. I mean, it's crazy. I feel like I still didn't even really see everything. But once again, huge thank you to IAAPA for having us out here. I hope that we can get here next year as well, see all the new stuff and what the ride manufacturers have to offer in 2026. But for now, that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great one.